watching RHA TV. Muchas gracias for joining us here, round 2 of the Australian campaign at the Barcelona World Roller Games 2019 at the Rambla de Sella Stadium in San Cugat. Just to give you a bit of a roundup on the proceedings here at the roller games, while the boys are out on the floor warming up for their game against Germany this afternoon, the New Zealand roller hockey team, our brothers across the Tasman, played Japan in their first round of the Challengers Cup here in Barcelona. The New Zealanders at the halftime break were 5-1 down to Japan. All reports from the New Zealand say that they played a much better game, possibly suffering a little bit of nerves in the opening round, but ended up going down to Japan all the same with a 6-2 result. So the boys are disappointed with the result, but very pleased with their performance during the second half and be wanting to see that little bit extra in their campaign for round 2 this afternoon. And just a little bit of a recap of some of the other events that have been happening here in Barcelona. The ladies skateboard vert competition. Lynn Adams from the USA on 50.2 points has just pipped Ruby True from Australia with 47 points and will receive the silver medal in this championship. Well done to Ruby, a great effort there. Silver medal, a podium finish is a great result for Australia in this very heavily European dominated championship we're seeing here in Barcelona. Poppy Star Olsen from Australia won this event back in 2017 Nanjing Roller Games. So Australia's right up there in the skateboarding events. In the park scooter event, Kiwi Alexandra Marston has taken second place in the event with an awesome result for the New Zealand. So go the Kiwis. So that's all the information we have at this time. We are relying on the press releases coming from the organising body here at the Roller Games Barcelona 2019. And I'd just like to take a moment while the boys are still warming up. Drew Media Australia doing all the hard work in the background to bring you these images live on RHA TV in association with Roller Hockey Australia and Joss Sport. We'd also like to make a very special mention to eCam Live, video production software for Mac, and E being easy for the production guys working in the background to bring these streams to you. We'd also like to a very special thank you to K-Tech, tough, durable, solid travel bags for all your audio equipment to travel the world, and very much a thank you to that. We are using their bags extensively and they've been great in protecting all our gear. Good, reliable stuff, and we will be using that equipment, those bags, to take us all around the world to bring these streams on RHA TV. Just crossing to the floor at the moment, we're seeing Steve Hoey there on the sidelines watching his team warm up. He'll be having a very careful eye on what's going on here today, in that the result from the Swiss game yesterday afternoon had Australia going down to Switzerland 11-1 on a very tough match. Arguably against the referees. We saw a lot of the action here. There was some tough calls against the Australians here, resulting in some blue cards. We're watching very closely on the replays, and from the commentary position, myself personally, there's some tough calls there made by Australia, but we were warned about this. The European referees can be a little bit tougher on the foreigners coming into the competition. Particularly, Australians are very much the unknown in this World Roller Games in the top 16. A great effort for Australia even just to be here. I'm very proud of the boys, even before their first opening match yesterday afternoon. Very proud, and couldn't help but getting a little bit of dust in the eyes as we're hearing the national anthem as it was played with the boys lined up on the floor. A very special, quite an emotional moment, as you may have picked up on the broadcast yesterday. Just a bit of a feature as well. We saw the rookie Jay Cook in the cage for Australia's first outing at a World Roller Games. From the junior division, he has been promoted to the senior league for this competition, and we saw Jay put in an absolute mammoth effort there. Great work from the junior keeper, and very much looking forward to seeing Jay in the cage once more. We have taken extra players to this game. We have a field of 11 players to pick from and 3 keepers. Steve will be looking at the performance of all of the guys, and will be selecting the best 10 for the day, not necessarily for the tournament, but we're choosing day by day how the boys are feeling and how they're recovering after initial games and subsequent games. So Steve has a reasonable pool of players to draw from, and we have to name 10 players all up, 2 keepers, 8 floor players. So Steve, having a little bit of reserve there to work with. Boys just looking like they're possibly concluding the warm-up at the moment. We still have a few moments to go here. very, very close to the opening of this second round. Australia versus Germany. It's going to be a very, very tough game. The Germans have known to be very, very skilled players. And talking to some of the other teams here, particularly the ladies' US team, the Germans can be quite physical. So Australia will be preparing themselves again. They will be having some insider information, possibly from Steve, who's known about these German teams. We've had a German Division 1 and 2 team come out to Australia and played in Queensland in a friendly match. And it proved to the Australians too, we do have a bit of work to do, and we have been working on that since the Germans have been out there. But it was just setting the scene, setting the standard for what was needed for Australia to bring into these roller games 2019. So very much looking forward to see how Australia performs against the Germans. Taking a quick look at the Germans having a bit of a warm-up on the floor at the moment. They've put their jerseys on there to have a man-on-man play amongst themselves, have a bit of a warm-up. That's how they do it. And, provide a bit of simulation here as to what the game may entail before the starting whistle. So very important, the boys to actually warm up and start their tactics and their plays that they're going to try and institute within this game. And the Australian support crew over the other side of the stadium here are just starting to build in numbers now. We had a great support team from the Australian supporters over here, have travelled a very, very long way to be here, and we thank them very, very much for being in the Rambler de Sella Stadium here this afternoon to cheer on the Aussie team. As we can see, some Aussie flags flying there. We obviously, those home will be seeing some notable personalities there in the grandstand. The Aussie flag there, flying very, very proudly. See Glenn Cook there, just moving out, saying hello to one of the other people here at the stadium supporting the Australian crew. And panning around, we see Ferran, one of the supporters here for the team, providing all the logistics and help here in Spain to get the boys around, making sure that we have everything we need, whether it be water, food, just transport. Ferran, and thank you so much for his support here at the Roller Games 2019. And we're now watching the Australian camp warm up. Bevan Hurley there trying to show his style, trying to add that little bit of finesse and trying to hone in on the accuracy at the cage at the moment. Michael Marusek there, Geordie Poblet now coming into screen, playing a little bit of a practice match here at the moment. Max Cook on the ball now. And to see Kieran Maroney, first time here for a Roller Games in Barcelona. And had a great interview session with Kieran. Very emotional interview actually as well. He's so proud to be here in the Roller Games. And there is the warning siren has gone off for it to start play. We have 5 minutes remaining before the start of this match. The floor will begin to be cleared, ready for the players to come out, and the traditional salute, as we've seen back home as well as happens here at the international circuit. Both teams lining up to address the crowd and address the officials here at the bench. Players just coming off the floor now. I'm sure Steve Hoey will be having a last-minute chat to the boys, settling them down. They do have a very, very big job ahead of them, but Australia are standing strong and standing tall in these games, 2019. And while we have the time, I'd also like to make special mention, Drew Media, thank you very much for bringing these images live to your home on RHA TV, and that is supported by Roller Hockey Australia and Joss Sport. eCam Live, E means easy for video production producers that are working on live streams. Video production software for Mac. K-Tech, thank you again for providing the bags to transport our audio gear in Barcelona, all around Australia, and is going to be continuing around the world. Thank you so much, K-Tech, for providing the bags for us. Tough, durable, solid travel bags for all your audio equipment to travel the world. Only moments away now. We'll be hearing the Australian national anthem and the German national anthem, of course. The officials walking out onto the floor now for this game. 2 floor referees as well as 2 referees on the officials panel to monitor the foul count and also to help the floor referees with the adjudication of some of these decisions on the whistle. Again, a proud moment for Australia. Round 2, Australia versus Germany. The team today, Cameron Boehm, Reece Layton, Michael Marusak, Carlos Fernandez, Bevan Hurley, Ashley Clee, Geordie Poblet, Lee Glass, Kieran Moroney and Max Cook. The pool for this match, Australia versus Germany. There we have the salute, the national anthem. Any moment now. There we have it, the Australian team saluting once more. German team shaking hands with the officials and the Australian players. Great camaraderie, do or die competition, but great friendship, great camaraderie amongst the teams here in Barcelona 2019. Australians making their way now past the officials. Now it's time to take the gloves off. The Australian team just cycling past the German officials there in a great gesture of friendship in this Roller Games 2019. The Australian camp now huddling, the German team now huddling, taking last-minute instructions from their respective coaches. Just having a look at the Australian camp there, very, very tight. The boys all in it together. I think you've heard that call before. We love it. That is the symbolism of Australia. Anywhere in the world, you'll hear that. All it takes is Aussie, 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 and the whole crowd will join in. We know what the score is. It's about Australia taking on the world here at the Roller Games Barcelona 2019. The German teams doing the same as well. Very, very tight, close teams, both of them. There's the cheer. You're watching all these images live, brought into your lounge room, Roller Hockey Australia TV, RHA TV as we like to call it. Australian players just coming out on the floor at the moment, keen to get stuck into this match. Germany, Australia. Cameron Bowen, Australian captain. Jordy Poblet, Michael Marusak, Bevan Hurley, starting floor for Australia. Unfortunately, we haven't been able to receive any information on the German team as far as team sheets go. Very difficult to get information from the organisers, in that very secretive as to who will be donning the floor and the jerseys for the respective countries, in that the officials do not want to have any team having an advantage on knowing who's playing and what their performance has been like over the last few months leading up to the games. So yeah, very, very tight on the information, and a very, very well run competition here in Barcelona. Germany to start play. Poblet in front for Australia, now backing away, providing a wall of defence before the start of this match. Poblet keen, the sharp eye, ready to strike. Thumbs up from the officials, we're ready. And we've started. There's the hit for Germany. Charging at the moment, Bowen, first line of defence at the moment, Poblet in support. Marusak, Poblet joining in defence at the moment, keeping Germany out. Very important for Australia to maintain their stability at the moment and get a measure of how these Germans are going to take it to the Australian team. Australia's standing strong at the moment. There's the first slap for Germany. Isn't able to get through off the shin pads. Jammed in the corner, Germany coming out on top against Bowen. Stuck behind the cage, Germany are. Passing out, giving themselves a bit of space. We'll try down this other side now. No, lots of wall there. Rhys Layton doing a great job there for Australia in the cage. Referee's whistle blown, gone Germany's way. Whistle blown, we can say, let's bring it back. Bowen, Poblet in front. Referee's whistle has been blown again. Start play. Australia will take the ball on the whistle. Bowen. Referee's whistle once more. Ball needs to be taken back to the back corner of the penalty area. Hurley on the ball right now. Bowen in support. Start play once more. Pass along the wall deep. Poblet in a battle with Germany. Referees have seen it Germany's way. Starting play once more. Long pass across the floor, charging in, balking at the pressure, deciding to pass back, reset themselves, Germany. Marusak in front there. Poblet, Bowen, Hurley in front at the moment. Marusak coming in there, foul called against Marusak. Germany passing across the floor, having a look in at the cage. There's the man in front, it's wide of the cage along the floor. Bowen in chase. Bit of pressure on from Germany. Germany wins out on top on the pressure. Has a shoulder across the cage. There's no one there for Germany. Too much defence from the green and gold. Poblet in the corner coming out. Germany putting early pressure on at the moment. Poblet needing someone to work. A ball stolen at the moment. Marusak in defence. Jamming up against the cage at the moment. It's wide. Just deflecting off the net there. Bowen on his own against the wall. Referee sent Germany in his way. Whistle blown once more. Start from the corner of the penalty box, please. Germany on their way. Charging once more. Slowing down the pace a little. There's a long pass across the floor. Having a look, slap shot out off the shin pads of Poblet. Germany still maintaining possession at the moment. Possession time will be important in this game. Bowen, nice bit of defence there. There's the slash at the cage. Leading, having difficulty having a ball coming through at him. Just trying to get a glove to it at the last moment, but unfortunately just not quite enough reach. The Germans have opened the scoreboard. 23 minutes remaining in this stop-start game here at Barcelona 2019. Hurley, Poblet, lots of pressure from Germany deep in their defensive area at the moment. Poblet racing through, he's not balking to the pressure, he's got the speed, he's coming around the cage, he's needing someone to work with. There's Bowen in the distance there as support. There's Marusak coming through, Bowen in play now. Look for Poblet, the pass is wide, picked up by Germany. Long pass across the floor, Hurley providing the interference, great there work from Hurley, upsetting the Germans. Bowen on the ball now, forced behind the cage. Germany putting early pressure on Australia. Bowen looking for someone to work with. There's Poblet coming to the rescue, up against the wall. Poblet falling to the floor. Hurley coming into the rescue, putting lots of pressure on. Oh, Hurley having a great job there. He's working hard. Oh, Hurley, unfortunate. Let's clean play as far as we can see. We'll like to see if we can see that on the replay. Hurley given the blue card. We had an inkling this may happen. Having some referees giving Australia some tough decisions there, and we're seeing the first one there going to the favour of the Germans with a blue card. Rhys Leighton taking the cage. The penalty for Germany. Rhys Leighton taking his time there, getting himself set. He is the man for the job. One of Australia's best keepers. Our ninja for Australia. Rhys Leighton can do it. Here it is, there's the wind up. He's dummied it. What's he going to do? It's one-on-one battle. Oh, just over the top. Tough work for Rhys Leighton. As the players start to dribble from left to right, the pressure just builds by the millisecond for the keeper. Which way is he going to go? And all you can do is just stare into the eyes of the opposing player. Max Cook to take the hit off for Australia. Poblet. Marusak providing a little bit of shilling there at the moment. Poblet working hard. He's battling it. He's come out on top, passing back to Marusak. Lots of intensity here in the opening minutes, getting physical with Max Cook. Passing off to him at the moment from Boehm. Marusak picking it up. Germany trying to put a lot of pressure onto the Australians. Australia is not bowing down at the moment. Bit of a wild pass there. Wide to Poblet. Picked up by Germany on the barrier. Germany skating down the wall at the moment. They're racing in. Lots of green and gold in the way, man. Good defence from Australia. There's the pass. Not in position there for Germany to have attack at the cage. Max Cook providing some interference there. Not giving the Germans an easy time. Rhys Leighton doing a great job there, keeping it out of the cage for Australia. Nice intercept from Poblet. Poblet looking for something to work with. Cook's there to work with. Boehm is in there as well. Oh, Boehm having a go at the cage. Oh, Max Cook just not quite a long enough stick. It's picked up by Germany, charging down the floor. Marusak in last line of defence. The 1-2 for Germany is wide of the cage. Poblet. Lots of pressure onto the German player up against the barrier, and the referees on the whistle have seen it Germany's way. Play started once more behind the cage. Just wondering what to do, resetting themselves. Marusak putting the pressure on at the moment, not giving in to the Germans at this point in time. Never say die. There's a loose slap shot at the cage. Lots of shin pads in the way by Australia. Germany having another race in. Boehm, Vance, nice little tap there to upset the balance of the German player. He's off again against the barrier. Let's pass back to his teammate. Germany in front, now behind the goal scoring line. In front, resetting themselves. Long pass across the floor. Cook, their first line of defence, getting physical also in this game. Referees sent it clean. Boehm, Poblet in support. Marusak getting a little bit physical with the referees. Whistle has been blown. The referee's calling the German player to his attention. Ball has gone in Australia's favour on the whistle. A big cheer from the Australian camp here. Lots of support from the Australian spectators in the grandstand, Rambla de Sella Stadium here. San Cugat, Barcelona, Spain for the 2019 World Roller Games. Brought to you by Drew Media Australia in association Roller Hockey Australia and Josh Sport on RHA TV. Ecamm Live, video streaming software for Mac. K-Tech, tough durable bags for all your audio equipment. Poblet starting play once more. Cook to receive. He's in trouble. He's got two players on him at the moment. He's gone to the floor. Cook still battling hard on his feet. Too late for the referee, unfortunately. Germany's way. Long pass across the floor. And back once more. Australia setting themselves in defence. Not a good shot for Germany. It's great defence work for Australia. 3 in line there, providing that wall. Possible opening opportunity there for Germany going across the other side of the floor. Doesn't matter. Green and gold are all over it. Ball drifting into the corner. Germany has it. Marusak, front line. Cook. Poblet in front. The big bomber from the centre line doesn't pay off. Deflection off the stick there. Boehm's on it. Marusak in support there on the corner. Decides to pass off down the line. There's no one there for Australia. Intercepted by Germany. There's the pass across the floor. Cook, Marusak in defence. But stuck behind the cage, Germany are. Boehm throwing a stick in there, causing some interference. Throw them off balance. Mess up their timing. Germany passing back to reset. Poblet, oh, long, big bomber from the halfway line from Germany. Rhys Leighton having difficulty seeing that through the shielding of players. Australia providing a big defensive shield there, but unfortunately can make it difficult for the keeper. We're seeing it there on the replay, the big bomber shot from the centre line there. Australia in its reserve, their pool, in its players, we do have the ability to do the same thing. Cook to start play once more. Poblet, intensity rising from Australia now. They want to take it to the Germans. We're 3 down at the moment in this game so far. 19 minutes down. 19 minutes to go in the first half of this game, Australia-Germany. Cook, not able to pick up cleanly. Poblet putting the pressure on, giving Germany some space now. Australia rolling back into defence. Cook, Poblet, first line. Germany pushed up against the barrier. Passing back to the other side. Coming in, having another look. Great work there from Leighton. Flick shot there into the cage. Germany having a look for the 1-2. Isn't able to pick up the pass cleanly. Poblet putting the pressure on. He's the man to do the job. Joining Cook there. Outskated there at the moment. The big slash at the cage. It's wide of the post. Australia trying to pick it up past their players. No man's land. Picked up by Germany. Marusak in defence. Ball passed around to the German players at the moment. Cook there. Early line of defence for Australia. Poblet intercepts on the pass. It's Cook's ball. He's got the pace. Can he get past the German player? He's tried to rebound off the wall. Big cheer from the Australian camp there. We thought we had a run on there at the moment. We thought they might have got on the referee's whistle, but no joy there for the Australian camp. There's a pass from Germany. Australia easily keeping it out, passing it out. Great defensive work from the Australian camp. Boehm now there in front. It's a massive play. It's green and gold. There's 3-on-1 Germany. All it takes is the partnership, the team effort to Cook. Cook lets rip. It's wide of the cage. Germany picks up on the rebound. Cook intercepting. Last minute interference there from Cook, but Germany still has it. Leighton doing a great job there for Australia in the cage. Referee's whistle has been blown. And there is the timeout. The first one for the first period.
Hola, em dic Marc, soc de Vic. Aquesta temporada he estat jugant al Melbourne Roller Hockey i ara estic aquí per donar suport a l'equip australià. Som-hi, bona sort!
Brought to you by Drew Mini Australia in association with Roller Hockey Australia, Josh Sport, K-Tech and eCam Live. Thank you very much to our sponsors for helping us bring these images to your lounge room back home and all over the world. Poblet to start play for Australia. Boehm. There's the pass to Poblet over the halfway line. A little bit of a stumble there. He's still on balance at the moment. Having a flick shot at the cage, unfortunately kept out by Germany. Ball drifting down into Germany's possession at the moment. There's the long pass across floor. Marusak. Poblet coming into play. Both bounces off the post at the moment. What do we see? Oh, a nasty deflection for Reece Leighton into the cage. He was there. He was covering it. It's that nasty deflection off the post. The one that ricochets into that net. And very unfortunate. Australia having a bit of a battle there. Getting the unlucky strikes at the cage. It's 4-0 at the moment. Australia on the charge right now. Boehm looking for a way in. He has a slash of the cage. Kept out by Germany. Germany picking up on the rebound. Australia already setting themselves in defence. Long pass along the floor. Fumbled by Germany. Boehm picking it up in the corner. Bringing the ball out. Germany putting a lot of early pressure on Australia. Poblet charging down the floor. He's been given a bit of space. There was Cook. Deflection off Cook's boots. Boehm on it. Poblet. Australia having a bit more time on the ball at the moment. Poblet, nice turnaround there. Working hard. There was a lot of chopping going on there. It seemed to be that the referee has called it the opposite way. It's going Germany's ball at the moment on the referee's whistle. Just waiting for the referee at the moment. He's taking some notes. We're a little bit fearful there. Possibly another blue card. We didn't see it as such here in the commentary position. Referees always taking notes on the play, especially in these international games. Germany to start play once more. Referee's whistle. We're off. We're playing once more. Poblet in front. Boehm on defence. Leighton doing a great job there. It's stuck. Referees call it a face-off. It was a cleaned up pull out for Cameron Boehm, but the referees want to try and make it fair, and it'll go a one-on-one match. A face-off in the corner of the penalty box. Marusak to take it for Australia. On the whistle. Marusak going early and giving the play away to Germany. In play once more. No, the referee has said, bring it back here, please. No, not fair. Let's start again. Pop-up Marusak, first line defence from the corner. Force behind the cage. Boehm joining him on the other side with Cook. Putting the pressure on. Yes, absolute great work there. As I said, Mr. 110%, giving it his all in the corner and winning out in the battle. There's the pass behind the cage. Marusak picking it up, bringing it out into clear space now. 2 German players, 3 German players deep in our defensive zone at the moment. They're moving back in defence. Germans obviously feeling a bit confident, but if they are too confident, it could spell trouble for Germany. All that Australia needs is that little run at the cage. Again, on the referee's whistle, going to Germany. Cook, Poblet there in defence. In the corner, Poblet putting the pressure onto Germany at the moment. Germany down on the floor, going Australia's way on the call. Boehm behind the cage, coming out. Germany really putting the pressure on the moment, back in our Australian defensive area. Very hard to try and combat that because we do have the 10-second rule to comply with, of course, to get it over that centre line. Germany hoping that we'll turn it over and not being able to comply with the 10-second rule. But it's Poblet, he's on the charge at the moment. He's on his own, needs someone to work it. Marusak coming into the rescue. Rebounding off the well for Germany. The referees have seen a bit of physical play there. They're calling the play back. Oh, disappointing. Disappointing there for the Australian camp. Blue card called on Marusak, which will result in a penalty shot at the cage for Germany. Australia getting some very, very tough calls here. The top pocket being worn at the moment on the referees, producing the blue cards for Australia. Australia camp is having a very, very hard time with a blue card at the moment. But to be expected going into very much a European competition. Leighton set. Is going for the dribble. What's he going to do? Leighton is covering it at the moment. Oh! He's just over the top there. Another blow to Australia there at the moment. Reece Leighton doing a great job for Australia, but just not quite able to pick it. Just over the top. I thought it might have gone over the top bar there, but just that little bit of a soft shot, that soft feel is just enough for Germany to get into the back of the cage. Cook to start once more. Poblet. Fernandez on the floor for Australia. Poblet, Cook, having a racing in the cage. Cook can do it. Is the opportunity there? Germany has the possession now. There was a chance there for Australia. Got to get onto the scoreboard. Cook desperate, putting the pressure onto the Germans early, as they've been doing to the Australians. To try and upset the balance, upset the flow there of the German team. Boehm doing the same thing, getting right up in their face at the moment. Boehm, yeah, very much in front there. Got the turnaround on Boehm at the moment. Fumble there from the German player, not able to keep in possession cleanly. Passing back, Germany resetting. Fernandez in defence there. Shot at the cage, high and wide. Cook on at the moment. Not expecting the German player, snuck up behind him at the moment. Lots of green and gold in defence at the moment, resetting themselves. Fernandez, the last man there, the backbone of the team. Boehm, Australian captain, really putting the pressure on. Doesn't want to let the Germans through into the attacking zone. Obviously, he's received some instructions there. We've seen a little bit more of pressure being put onto the Germans. Don't let them into the attacking zone. Being a bit more reliant on the 3 players. There's the one and the cross for Germany, but doesn't pay dividends. It's just wide of the cage. Poblet in the corner there. He battled it out. It's gone Germany's way. Cook, Poblet in front. Players just stopped momentarily. I think the referees are possibly looking for the mop boy to come out onto the floor. Max Cook being called off the floor, Hurley to return. And you might be wondering about the timeout. There seems to be extra timeouts in these games here in Barcelona. Each team gets 2 timeouts. The first one for each team is 60 seconds. The second timeout being 30 seconds. And it is the ruling for the 4 timeouts in total for the first and for the second period of play in this game. Australia versus Germany on RHA TV. Germany starting play, jam behind the cage. What's he going to do? Boehm, Fernandez protecting the lift and tap around the corner, putting the pressure on him in the corner. Both players going to the floor. Referees have seen it Germany's way. Some very tough calls here from the referees. Australia not bowing to the pressure, just got to play better hockey. There's the whistle once more. Germany passing back to the safety of the centre line to reset. pass deep down in the corner. There's no one there for Germany. Hurley's on the chase. Momentary loss of balance, dribbling on the stick at the moment. Great work. Is he going to drop the big bomber in? What's he going to do? He's forced behind the cage and he has someone to work with. Boehm coming back out as Australia. You can hear Australia cheer squad going crazy at the moment. Boehm just out of reach, putting too much pressure on himself. Fernandez, Poblet. Poblet working hard. Has he got the run on the barrier? No, he hasn't. Germany has picked it up. Coming back in. Fernandez in defence, off the shin pads. Great work there from Australia. Jammed in the corner. Fernandez blocking his way out of the corner, having to pass back to the centre line. Germany resetting. Long pass down the barrier. Having to go back again to the centre circle once more. Looking for an opportunity. Fernandez right in front, in the right spot to block the Germany out. But it's Boehm on the charge once more. He's looking for space at the moment. Not able to maintain control. Public coming to the rescue. Too late, unfortunately. Germany having a run in. Hurley. Oh, another deflection off the cage for Germany. Disappointing from Reece Layton. You can't get those ones, but we're here into the timeout period.
Hola, soc en Ferran, soc de Vic, vaig jugar a Austràlia fa 4 anys enrere i estic aquí a veure aquesta gran família i apoyar-los perquè guanyin tots els partits que els esperen a la següent competició.
Dribbling around the German player, he's successful. He gets around one, can't quite get around the second one. Poblet still on the chase at the moment, now running back in defence. Australia setting themselves in front of the cage. Poblet putting a little bit of pressure on early onto the Germans, trying to avoid them getting into that striking area at the moment. If Australia can put the pressure on the Germans early, they may have a chance of keeping them out. Germany having some very, very lucky goals there at the moment. Deflections off the post. Nothing to be taken away from Reece Layton, who's just done another job there for Australia. Off the helmet for him. Keeping it out. Marusek on the floor, getting up onto his feet now. Poblet in the corner, putting the pressure on. The referee's whistle blown again. Unfortunately, disappointing of the Australian camp. Australia really having a battle on the whistle at this point in time. Players stopped for one moment. Interchange there. Marusek coming off the floor. Cook back on. So we have Poblet, Cook, Fernandez, Hurley on the floor for Australia at the moment. Germany to start play in the corner of the penalty area. Fernandez up against the post, Hurley same. Poblet, Cook in open space, covering their players for the 1-2 tap in front of the scoring line. Waiting for the referee's indication to start play once more. Germany, oh, there was the pass back. Yes, Fernandez had done the right job. He did exactly what was asked of him. Blocked out the lift and tap in the corner. Cook has intercepted on the pass from Germany. He's charging down the floor. He's got the speed. He's turning around. Oh, yeah, Cook pushed over. Physical there. He's basically bumping the Germans. The referees have sent it Australia's way. Disappointed. The referees are slowing the pace up, pacing out the 3 metres. Australia have missed the momentum there to start play on the charge. Hurley to pick up at the moment. They're in the scoring zone at the moment, turning around. Forced behind the cage at the moment. Germany putting the pressure on. Hurley not balking to it whatsoever. He's on it. He's still chasing. Yes, there it is. There's no man's land at the moment. Stick on it from Hurley. German player turning around. Where's it gone? It's in Poblet's hands at the moment. Yes, Cook. There's the opportunity. Oh, yes, there's a 1-2. Oh, it's so close for Australia. Cook still battling at the moment. Germany has the ball at the moment. It's in Australia's attacking zone. Australia falling back in the defensive area at the moment. Great, intense moments there for the Australian camp to get onto the scoreboard. Desperate moments there. The Australian cheer spot going crazy on the grandstand. Germany behind the cage now. Both Australian players covering their post for the lift and tap. Germany long pass along the barrier, resetting themselves. Dummies the big bomber from the centre line. Pushed around the cage. Poblet, first line. Tries that sneaky flick shot into the cage. Deflected out by Australia. There's the 1-2 in the cage. Oh, there's an open space there from Australia. Lucky there. Poblet not quite in position against the post there. But it doesn't matter. The rest of the boys have done the work. Hurley in the corner coming out. There's the pass to Poblet between the legs. Poblet not receiving cleanly. Still working on it. Ball drifting down into the Australian defensive area. Hurley picking it up off the wall. Having a look down there. He's looking. Fernandez, a little bit of a shield there, but he's got a player in front of him. Hurley's going to get around the Germans. I know he's not. It's turned around Germany's way. Poblet, first line of defence at the moment. Fernandez coming into line. Cook on the post. Germany having a flick shot in there. Deflected away. Great work from the keeper, Reece Leighton. Germany resetting. The slash pass there across the floor. Very fast. Hurley. Cook in defence at the moment. Doing a great job. Bit of a stick there. Motion there. Hurley's got it at the moment. Can he get around the German player? No. What is the referee seeing at the moment? Is Australia's ball. Poblet starting play once more. Australia will start play on the referee's whistle. Ball being brought back into play. Hurley from the pass back. There's the bounce along the barrier, drifting into no man's land. Too fast for Poblet to pick it up, unfortunately. Poblet, yes. Oh, he's lost his stick. It would have been a great opportunity there for Australia, unfortunately. Couldn't quite keep a grip on it. Very, very humid conditions here in Ramsden Stadium. Germany in front of the cage. Lots of green and gold in the way. Marusak back on the floor for Australia. There's a pass along the wall. Poblet unable to pick it up, unfortunately. Germany's ball. Reseeing themselves, having a look, dropped in the big bomber. Off the shin pads of Australia. Cook having a bit of a look in support with Hurley. The Australians don't want to go too deep, unfortunately, if they don't have control of the ball, in that will leave them a man or two short in the defensive zone if Germany get it. Poblet's on the chase now. Marusak coming into play to try and help out, provide a little bit of distraction there, a little bit of shielding. Cook on the ball now on the centre circle. Drops in the bomber there, deflected off the shin pads of Germany. Got to give it a go. Cook and Clean known for the big bomber from the centre line. Hurley just as much so. We haven't seen the big bomber come out from Hurley so far in this tournament, but it's there. It's kept in reserve at the moment. There's the German slash, deflected off the stick of Poblet. Great work there from Hurley, coming out on top, trying to get it between the Germans' legs. Doesn't pay off, but it's Marusak in the corner to pick it up. There's Cook to help him out along the barrier. Doesn't need it. Hurley there on his side. Hurley providing a little bit of shielding there. It worked. Poblet in the chase. Marusak is working there as well. Come on, boys. We can't run into each other at the moment. We've got to work together, and they're doing so now. Hurley. Oh, last line of defence has worked at the moment. Beside Leighton in the cage at the moment. Oh. So what have we seen there? Just popped over the shin pads of Leighton. And there is the second timeout, the 30-second timeout periods. And just having a bit of a look on the replay there at the moment. There was a slash at the cage. That's another replay we're seeing there. We're just see if we can get the latest goal there. So Germany coming in there, having a slash at it. Reece Leighton done a great job for Australia. And you're watching RHA TV. Thank you so much for joining our broadcast, going to all our fans back home in Australia and the world. The situation at the moment, 9 minutes remaining in the first period. Australia down 7-0 to Germany at the moment. Australia foul count, as you can see on your screens, 8-3. Australia need to be careful of the fouls at the moment. Hurley passing wide. Boehm not able to intercept. Poblet providing the interference, jammed in the corner. Long pass to Hurley behind the goals. Germany putting the early pressure on. There's the pass along the barrier. Marusak's on it, trying to get out. There's the pass to Hurley. It's intercepted by Germany on the upset. 1-2 is not going to work for Germany. Marusak, referees call it Australia's favour. Hurley is on it. He's charging down. Are we going to see the big bomber? He's on the backhand. He's going to look for someone to work with. Boehm's there to help him out. Ball drifting down into no man's land at the moment. Couldn't get a good stick pass in there, unfortunately. Lots of pressure from Germany. Australia timed out on 10 seconds. Like 5 seconds, I believe. That was Australia having possession, gone back over the centre line, only had 5 seconds to get it back over into the striking zone. Germany to take it from the corner of the penalty area. Poblet on the post. Boehm in support. Marking his man very, very closely. Germany in the corner. Resetting themselves across the other side of the floor, having a look from this side. Drifting into the middle, drops the bomber off. Kept out by the shin pads of Hurley. Jammed behind the cage. Marusak doing his job well. Poblet. Under the stick. Looking for Boehm. Not quite the deflection we wanted off the barrier for Australia, but Germany has the ball. They have a task to bring it back into play once more. Having looked Poblet, first line. There's the big bomber. Oh, Poblet covering it well. Here's the opportunity. There's the pass to Marusak. And the 1-2. Oh, interference there from Germany. Unfortunately, upsetting the 1-2-3 for Australia. Coming back in. Germany trying to do the same. Too much pressure there at the moment. There was the 1-2. The man in front of the cage there slashes at it, and it's wide. Face-off called by the referees. Marusak to take it for Australia. On the whistle. There it is. No one winning out on that one. But Marusak has the possession. Tries to pass the thought down, rebounding off the barrier to Boehm. Not there. Boehm is there on it on the second chance. The referee's calling on the 5-second rule. Germany having to go in on Marusak. Boehm. Defence seen clean play from the referees. It's moving on early. Hurley's there, he's on his own. He's got to get between the two players. He tries to lift between to get to him. He's still on, he's jammed in the corner at the moment. Allowing himself to be splattered into the corner, unfortunately, for that moment. Germany now have the run, unfortunately, at the ball. Oh, there's a great stick work there from the Germans to try and beat the Australian defence. Nice clean goal there. Hurley hurt, he's in pain at the moment. Clee coming out on the floor. Sponsored by Australian Teachers Chronicle, atc.com.au. There's the start of play. Boehm, ball in the air to Marusak, not able to pick it up. Clears on it. There's the pass in front of the cage. Oh, we're seeing Kieran Maroney, the rookie for Australia, on the floor now. Germany having over Leighton doing the great job for Australia, flicking it out into the Australians' hands. Marusak on it. Boehm. Marusak on the ball now. Clee coming in to help him out. Marusak's decided he's going to have a bit of a look in. Pass off to Boehm. Clee's there ready to receive the pass if Boehm wants to go through. No, Boehm's going to come through, have a go for himself. Looking for the pass to Maroney. Wide. Picked up by Germany. Deep in the corner. Moving into the attacking zone now. Germany having a bit of a skate in there now. Australia getting a bit physical. Off the shin pads of Boehm. Oh, there's the opportunity there. Unfortunately, Germany has the pace. Boehm moving back into position now once more. Kieran Maroney. Oh, nice deflection there off the stick of Maroney. Clee's on the attack up against the barrier. The Clee, he can play the physical game now. He's bigger and stronger than 219. He's playing it well done. Clee, he's still at it. Boehm's picked up on the crumbs. Clee's in position at the moment. What can he do? Looking for the 1-2. Oh, he tries to pull it off. The pass was there to Clee. Deflected off the skates of Germany. Maroney not able to pick it up eventually. And there is the second of the timeouts, 30 seconds.
Hola, soc en Ferran, soc de Vic. Vaig jugar a Austràlia fa 4 anys enrere i estic aquí a veure aquesta gran família i apoyar-los perquè guanyin tots els partits que els esperen a la següent competició.
You're on RHA TV, and the youngsters have been brought on the floor. Interchange has been Clee, Maroney, and we're seeing a change of pace already. The Australians are just starting to build the pressure now on the Germans. Maroney on the ball right now, Glass in the cage for Australia. Clee getting physical with the Germans. As we've said earlier, debuted in 217. He's bigger and stronger in 219. Taking it to the Germans. Marusak, Glass doing a great job there. Clee in the corner, not bowing to the pressure. Great there from Clee. A bit of a fumble on the stick. It doesn't matter. It's to Marusak now. Clee's there in support against the barrier. Marusak trying to get some clear space. Maroney's there to help him out. Long pass to Clee. There he was. Referees has seen it, unfortunately. 5 seconds on the whistle for Australia to get it over that line. Ball being brought back to play for Germany to start once more. Clee, first line defence with Moroney. Drops a big bomb off the stick of Moroney. Great work there, Clee. Oh, a little bit of stumble there. Bit of moisture on the floor. Very humid conditions here. Very sweaty for the players. There will be moisture on the floor. Germany trying to have a look in. The youngsters doing a great job of putting the pressure on. Moroney in his rookie. Yeah, again, moisture on the floor. A little bit of stumbling there from all the players at the moment. Not usually seen. The conditions very humid here, as we've been talking about. Ball just being popped over the barrier by Germany. Australia to take the ball to start play. Referees say to bring it back here where it went over the barrier. Thank you very much. Australia's ball. A great work by the Australian youngsters, the up-and-coming Australian team, honing and developing the skills here at the international level. It's great to see the boys out on the floor. Ash Clee, second World Roller Games. Kieran Moroney in his debut outing. Boehm looking for the long pass down the barrier, intercepted by Germany. Clee in first line defence. Germany having a slash of the cage. Great work there from Clee on the shin pads. Germany still having it. Marusak in front. Boehm on the opposite post. There was the pass to try and get in. No success there for Germany. Glass doing a fantastic job. Boehm finding that little bit of extra here. Clee intercepting. Nice receive at the moment. What's he going to do? Oh, between the feet of the players. He's got the run. He doesn't quite have the pace. He's giving some respect to the German player at the moment. He's giving the chance, but he's taking it to him in the corner. Germany winning out on the battle. There's the 1-2 in front of him. Moroney just coming into position now. Oh, it's kept out. Glass doing a fantastic job there. Moroney defending. There's the 1-2. Glass. Awesome effort. Marusak. Boehm. There's Clee in the support at the moment. Interference from the German player didn't quite get to the stick of Clee. Germany having another look in at the moment. Moroney in front. Clee now in front. Boehm is helping Glass out in the cage. Great Boehm there. Glass doing his thing. Boehm on the ball. Looking for the man to play with. He's covered. Clee's covered by the German. No pass there. Marusak also covered. Trying the pass down the line at the moment. Referee's seen it on the whistle. Australia's way. Cameron Boehm showing a gesture of goodwill to the German player. The German player having a bit of a second thought about taking his hand, but a bit of a tap there on the waist, and yeah, it's all good. Let's start again. The indication there for Mop to come out onto the floor. And as we have seen in just the last couple of minutes of play, some of these players going to the floor in that any little bit of moisture on the floor will result in a bit of slippage. Boehm off, Cook on. And you can hear the Australian camp in the grandstand echoing through the Rambla de Sela Stadium, San Cugat, for the Barcelona 2019 World Roller Games on RHA TV, brought to you by Drew Media Australia. RHA TV doing the job with Roller Hockey Australia, Joss Sport, eCam Live and K-Tech. Cook looking to pass back to Marusak. The younger Australian team is on the floor at the moment with a bit of the whisper. There's a long pass. Try the big bomber in, Marusak did. Picked up on the stick of Germany. Tries the big bomber again from the flank. Clee putting the pressure on. Clee doing a great job here for Australia. He's on it. He's the man. Rising star for Australia. Passing to Marusak cleanly. Picks it up. Looking for someone to work with it. Cook providing a bit of shielding there. Clee in the distance. Moroney coming into play. Trying to help out. Germany having the run on the cage. Glass can do it. We know he can. Germany fumbling, not able to keep control. Marusak putting the pressure on. Cook helping out. Germany passing back. Rips off the pass. There it is. Clee and Cook in front, upsetting the German attack at the cage. It's in no man's land. Cook picking it up. Its intensity from the Australian camp has just lifted. We're seeing a great match here. Germany trying the 1-2-1. Glass, epic work there from Glass. Marusak, the Australian cheer squad going crazy there. To Moroney. Moroney fumbling a little bit at the moment. He's chasing it. Germany taking control. Marusak in front. Wide shot at the cage from Germany. Marusak chasing it. Moroney in support there on the posts. Each team member for Australia. Clee, Cook in the open space. Germany resetting themselves. Marusek there. Oh, yes, there was the gentle pass. There was the plan in front of the cage for Germany. All it took was just to put the stick in front. Disappointing for Australia. Australia is putting in a great effort, as we've seen the last few minutes of this match. The younger players coming out on the floor, upping the intensity. Great work from the Australian camp, but a disappointing result on the scoreboard. We're seeing 9-0 at the moment. 1 minute 30 seconds remaining in the first period. Klee, Cook, Marusek providing some assistance. Klee, Cook on his own. Behind the cage, Moroney there to support. Marusek coming through. Marusek trying to have a go. Oh, yes, we've got to see it here. Who's the blue card being produced to? Germany will be sent off there. Australia getting the advantage on the whistle this time. Nice to see you turn around a little bit. But a clear call there from the referees. Easy to see the advantage for Australia in that little bit of play there. Marusek to take the shot for Australia on RHA TV, brought to you Drew Media Australia, Roller Hockey Australia, Josh Sport, Ecamm Live and K-Tech. Bring it all to you. Referee setting himself, waiting for the goalie, I should say, setting himself, waiting for the referee's indication. There's the wave, we're off. Marusek's into it. Oh, just over the top of the cage. Miscalculation. Marusek's all over it though. He's trying to battle his way out. The referees have seen it Australia's way on the whistle. Marusek asking for the players to be pushed back. Moroney coming in to help. On the whistle, Marusek. Klee up against the barrier. Over to Cook. Australia having a bit more time on the ball now in the last minutes of this first period. Klee. Marusek. Tries the big bomber, deflected off the shin pads of Germany. Referees have not called it a high ball. It's in the safe zone. Germany coming down the floor slowly at the moment. Does the turn around Moroney. Still in defence at the moment. Doing a great job there. Not balking, not lunging. Klee there also providing some extra defence there. Great work there off the skates of Klee. Marusek picks it up behind the cage. There's two in front. There's two behind for Australia. Australia is set in position at the moment, ready to strike. Here's the opportunity is building into the corner for Moroney. Passing back to Klee. Australia setting itself. Drops the bomber off just wide of the cage. We've seen the first one from Klee, the big bomber from the centre line in the World Roller Games 2019. We want to see more of that. Cook, Marusek in battle at the moment up against the barrier. Klee in front, dribbling, Glass, keeping it out for Australia. Trying to pass it to his teammate. It's 2 green and gold against 1 German at the moment. They're in front of the cage. And the siren has gone off for the first period. RHA TV. Don't go changing.
I'm Shishu. I was playing in Australia 4 years ago. It was a great experience playing with Melbourne roller hockey, and we're supporting them for the World Roller Games, and I wish all the luck for the team and the national team. And I'm from Vic. I was playing all my life in Club Pati Vic, and then I moved it to Taradell. And nowadays I will play the next season in Ripoll and nothing. I wish all the luck for the national team.
Now
my name is Ferran. I'm from Vic, Catalonia, Spain. I played for roller hockey Melbourne 4 years ago, and I'm here to support them, to support the national team for this World Roller Games competition, and to say to them that they can beat anyone. So go for them, guys.
Hello everybody, I'm Shishu. I was playing in Australia 4 years ago. It was a great experience. Playing with Melbourne roller hockey, and we're supporting them for the World Roller Games. And I wish all the luck for the team and the national team. And I'm from Vic. I was playing all my life in Club Petit Vic, and then I moved it to Taradell. And nowadays I will play the next season in Ripoll and nothing. I wish all the luck for the national team.
Hi, my name is Ferran. I'm from Vic, Catalonia, Spain. I played for roller hockey Melbourne 4 years ago, and I'm here to support them, to support the national team for this World Roller Games competition, and to say to them that they can beat anyone. So go for them, guys.
You're on RHA TV, watching these images live from Barcelona at the 2019 World Roller Games in San Cugat at the Rambla de Sella Stadium. Australia just coming out on the floor now, and we saw a fantastic last couple of minutes in the dying minutes of the first period of this game, Australia versus Germany. The youngsters being brought out on the floor and have actually shown some greater intensity against the German team. The Germans wilting a little bit under the heat at the moment, and it's allowing Australia to actually be on the attack a little bit more. We saw the plays in the last couple of minutes of the first period and are really taking it to the Germans. And a great effort seen there. Cameron Bowen with Max Cook on the floor, having a bit of a chat there. Cameron Bowen providing some instruction on what we want to do. Fernandez, Marusak on the floor now for Australia. Great to see the rookies out on the floor at this World Roller Games. And RHTV is brought to you by Drew Media Australia in association with Roller Hockey Australia, Josh Sport, Ecamm Live video production software, Formac, K-Tech, tough, durable, soft, solid travel bags for all your audio equipment. Cook to start for the second period. Bowen ready to receive. Fernandez there in front of shot. Fernandez looking very cool, calm, composed. But behind those eyes, full of the angry pills, ready to take it to the Germans. "25 minutes on the clock, stop-start. There will be 4 timeout periods. The first one being 60 seconds, the second timeout periods being 30 seconds. There's the whistle, Bowen. Having a look in, Marusak, wide for Marusak, picks it up anyway, jammed against the barrier. There's the pass back to Bowen. Have a look, Fernandez in the corner. Cook in front of the cage for Australia. There's the bomb, a bit wide for Cook to put a deflective stick in front of it. Slashes of the ball, goes to Marusak cleanly. Bowen, Marusak once more. Cook in the corner, passes back. We're seeing a different play from Australia in a commanding position now. We're starting to really see Australia come out and play its natural game. Cook there, and he's looking for the pass through this. Oh, there was the slash at the cage from Bowen. Kept out by the German keeper. Cook not succumbing to the pressure in the corner. Marusak passing to Bowen, it's wide. It's the battle against the barrier at the moment. Bowen having a little bit of possession time there at the moment, but it's Germany's way at the moment. Marusak in defence. Kept out by who we're seeing in the cage for Australia at the moment. Not sure, it is Glass in there for Australia. Germany has the possession now. Bowen, Marusak dummies the slap shot. Fernandez coming in defence now with Cook. Germany having a lot. There's the man coming through for Germany. Nicely blocked out by Bowen. Germany pushed into the corner behind the cage. Each man on the post for Australia in support of Glass. Our resident ninja for this second period. Long pass to Bowen, who doesn't pick it up. Fernandez, unfortunately, off the barrier. Germany's ball, dummies the slap shot. There was the 1-2. Great work from Glass. Fernandez, a little bit of a fumble there, but he still has it. Battling hard against Germany. Bowen coming in support. Forced behind the cage. Marusak providing a little bit of shielding there. Oh, there's been a bit of a tussle. Marusak trying to stop before he get into that zone. In that there is that clear space you need to keep. He's having a bit of a look on the replay there. We're seeing Marusak trying to assist Bowen in there, in that he didn't quite stop early enough. Marusak going down to the floor at the moment. He's in a bit of pain. In that you cannot stop in front of a player when you're going to help one of your players coming through. You cannot provide a shield. You must provide that space, so you must stop short. And as we saw there in the replay, Marusak unfortunately drifting through on the slide stop, which are colliding with the German player. So on the whistle, it will go Germany's way on the start of play once more. The mop boy coming out on the floor. Very sticky conditions here, Rambla de Sela Stadium. Barcelona World Roller Games 2019. Germany's off. Passing back to the centre line. Dropping the big bomber in. Deflection there, not sure who it was off. German player looking like he's in pain. Copped one of his own teammates. Marusak in front. Germany passing back. Germany seems to be wilting a little bit in the heat, but Australia staying strong. Nice deflection there off Australia. It's anybody's ball at the moment. Cook first line of pressure on the Germans. He's doing his job well. Fernandez coming into the fray now. Germany picking up into the corner. Australia resetting themselves for the defence. There's the 1-2, long range, but Cook's got the run. Has he got the pace? He's trying to protect himself at the moment. Outstretched, missed 110%, he's still on it, still chasing. And it has seen Australia's way on the whistle. Germany's way, I stand corrected. I'm getting excited. I've got to be careful not to blow a lip here at the moment. The intensity is rising. Germany pushed behind the cage. Bohm, defence there, great work there. Tapping in front of him, picked up by Germany. Bohm just getting a stick on it at the last moment, Australia's way. The ball having to be brought back. As we're seeing on the scoreboard at the moment, you'll be seeing on your screens too, 22 minutes remaining in this half. 9-0 in the second period. Fernandez on the ball. Bowen providing a bit of assistance there. Putting the pressure on the Germans and helping a defensive mood. Fernandez having a go at the cage there. Germany's way now. We're seeing a long pass. Australia set itself. Cleese on the floor now. Bit of moisture on the floor there. Clee just going to her knees momentarily, but providing some great defence. Ball up in the air. Germany's picked up. Cook, first line of defence there, putting the pressure on the Germans. Oh, it's a bit of a fumble pass there. Clee's on the charge. He's going to work with Cook. We've seen this before in the local games. Clee dropping the big bomb on the backhand. Isn't able to provide dividends on that one, unfortunately, but Clee still has it on the rebound. He's looking. There was the pass. Try to get it in front of the goal line. There's no one there to pick it up for Australia. Clee doing a great job there. Moving back into position, Australia. Germany forced behind the cage once more. There's the lift and tap. Oh, disappointing there. And as we've seen so many times, Australia needs to work and keep on that post. And that's the timeout break. You're on RHA TV, getting too excited there to see what's happening properly. Australia putting the pressure on. Germany just struggling a little bit more in this heat, but Australia is still looking fresh at the moment. There's the pass back to Cook in the deep. Got to get it over the line. 5 seconds, they comply. Ball drifting into no man's land at the moment. Germany bringing it back over to the line. In the corner. Australia set. Dropping the big bomber there, deflected off the stick of Clee. It's clear of the cage. Germany picking it up in the corner. Forced behind the cage at the moment, behind the scoring line. It's brought in front. Boehm in defence at the moment. There's the opportunity. Oh, Clee there was in front. He closed his legs to stop the opportunity between the legs there. He thought he saw the open opportunity. Unfortunately, he's gone around him. You're on RHA TV from the Barcelona 2019 World Roller Games. Clear to start play once more. Cook's on it, charging down the floor. He stops, turns, passes back to Boehm to reset. 5 seconds, not quite complying. Fernandez just gets it over the line. Cook on it in the corner, not bowing to the German pressure at the moment. Ball drifting out. Cook chasing. There it is. The Jack Russell of roller hockey. He's on it, battling hard. Fernandez is coming in to help out. There's the pass back to Boehm. Boehm putting the pressure on the Germans. Get it back over the line. Getting physical with the Germans, trying to keep possession at the moment. Klee coming in to help out. Being pushed away by Germany. They're having the advantage at the moment. Cook, Fernandez in the last line defence. Great work from Fernandez, closing legs to provide the shield. Cook's on it at the moment. He's on it. Great work there from Cook, but he outnumbered, unfortunately, by the black. Oh, we've seen there's a bit of a fray there, just behind play. Just having another look at that on your screen at the moment. Cook and the German just getting a little bit tangled up with each other there at the moment. How are the referees going to see? We're just looking for an adjudication there. The notebook is out. Cook off, Poblet on. You're watching RHA TV, brought to you by Drew Media Australia, in association with Roller Hockey Australia, Joss Sport. Players. No, Geordie went on. We'd also like to thank Ecamm Live and K-Tech for helping us out, bringing these beautiful images from Barcelona into your home on RHA TV. The German officials just having a bit of a chat to the referee on the floor at this point in time, waiting for play to start once more. Two referees, as you can see on the screen, having a little chat to each other just to confirm that you have a consistency in the decisions. And it will go to a face-off. Klee versus Germany. Klee giving it away to Germany, going early. Play started once more. Germany's ball. Poblet, Klee in front line defence. Germany, 5 seconds to comply to get over the line. Germany dubbing the slap. Passes to a teammate. Poblet putting the pressure on, providing that interference. Germany having, great work from Boehm there. Off the shin pads. Australia have got the run. Boehm has the pace at the moment. He's jammed behind the cage at the moment, looking for someone to pass out. Poblet rolling into position. Klee now in position in front of the cage. Passes back to Fernandez. Has 5 seconds to get over the line now. Germany putting the pressure on. It's over. Boehm, yes, just timed out on the whistle, unfortunately, for Boehm. Not much in it to get it over the line. Ball being brought back for Germany into the correct position to start play. Long pass. Boehm putting the deflective stick in front, in the corner for Germany. There's the pass to the German player in front. Oh, that has just done the 1-2-3 rebound off the cage post. Geordie Poblet there having a bit of a discussion with the referee. We're not sure about this. What's going on? The referee reaching into the pocket there, just taking it out in the notebook. A sigh of relief for the Australian camp there, in that there can be some very stern rulings now on questioning the referee. You've got to be very careful. That can now result in a blue card. Klee to start play to Poblet. Over the line. Having a look. Klee helping out with some assistance there. A bit of shielding. Poblet forced behind the cage. Klee's there to help out. There's the rescue package coming through. Klee's on at the moment. Patiently looking for Boehm. There he is. Boehm having a bit of a look. Poblet. Unfortunately, Germany getting around him at the moment, just on the anticipation, but Germany's having a charge down now. Germany having a look. Slashes in at the cage. Oh, disappointing there. Deflection there. Bevan Hurley in the right place at the right time. He provided the defence. But unfortunately, it can go the opposite way. Poblet to start play once more. Poblet really taking it to the man. Germany, Australia, an epic battle at the moment there. Oh, Hurley nearly having the opportunity of putting in the cage. Germany pick up on the rebound. Australia resetting themselves in defence. Germany having to go back over the line to reset. Germany pushed in the corner. Hurley doing the job. Hurley again coming into play. Do not give the Germans an easy time at all. There's the in front of the cage there. Boehm, he's on it. It's deflected away to Hurley. Hurley having a run down the barrier. At the moment he's managing. Oh, there's a bit of slip there. It's seen claimed by the referees. It's now Germany's ball charging down the line. Poblet giving him a bit of a headache. Oh, the player looks as though he was trying to get around Poblet and his feet tripped over Poblet. And penalty shot going to Germany after that last play. You saw the replay on your screens there. It appeared as though that the German player had just tripped over the skates of the Australian player there. Tough decision there for Australia. And we have Lee Glass, the ninja in the cage for Australia. He has the goods to do it, to keep it out, to limit the German onslaught. He's going for the dribble. But Lee Glass has got it covered. Oh, it's over the top of the cage. Germany stuck. Lots of pressure there. Hurley on the post. Oh, Germany trying to do the one through. Pobler coming through at the last second. We're seeing that play once more on your screen there. There's the pass, the 1-2. Pobler coming to the rescue. The German player tried to get the shot off. Glass doing a great job there. And we'll go now to another penalty shot for Germany. Tense moments. 17 minutes remaining in this second period. Direct shot there. Glass, unfortunately, not able to quite cover the cage for Australia. They're doing some great work there, but unfortunate not to block it out for the Australian team. Seeing there, nice clean shot from the German player into the cage. Always a difficult shot. The direct slap shot into the cage for the keeper is always hard to predict. But all you can do is just try and make yourself as big as possible. Marusak in the centre for Australia. The Australian cheer squad giving it their all. They're in support of us. They love the game. Cook chasing it. Hurley, it's in no man's land. Cook's picked it up. He's got the charge down the floor. He's going to let it off. Oh, deflected off the stick of Germany. Germany bringing it back down to the floor. Cook putting the pressure on in the corner, going back into the defensive zone now for Australia. Germany ripping it off the post. Bad deflection. Again, we've seen so many goals scored for Germany off the post. Having another look. There it is, winds up, bang, in the cage. It can go either way off the post, but we're into the timeout periods now. RHA TV.
Hola, em dic Marc, soc de Vic. Aquesta temporada he estat jugant al Melbourne Roller Hockey i ara estic aquí per donar suport a l'equip australià. Som-hi, bona sort!
You're on RHA TV watching the Barcelona 2019 World Roller Games. Hurley's on the charge after the timeout period. With some great work from the Australians here, but it's not reflected on the scoreboard, unfortunately. We always knew this was going to be a tough game, but Marusek's on the ball right now. Hurley having a look in. Hurley pushed back over the line. They only have the 10 seconds. He complies just on it. Rips off the big, oh, disappointing. There was the gap there. Not able to get it in. Oh, yes, here's the opportunity for Australia. Hurley, oh, that's the end of the keeper line, so close to the line. Just dribbling in front of that scoring zone for Australia. Marusek in defence of Germany, charged down the floor. In the corner for Germany. Trying to bring it out, stuck behind the cage. And man on the post for Australia. Germany trying the 1-2. Not on target. Cook, Marusek on the post. Marusek picking it up in the corner. There's the pass back. Glass in the cage for Australia, trying to flick it to one of our players further up the floor. Good thinking by the goalkeeper from Australia to try and get the ball further down the floor. Germany in the corner. Marusek's intercepted. He has the ball at the moment. Hurley's on it. There's Cook there, ready to receive. Passes back to Marusek. Klee's in front of the goals, ready for the pass, so is Hurley. Hurley skating back out there, providing some defence there for Marusek to get through. Marusek going back. Hurley, the pass is wide. Hurley's a bit too deep. Australia only having 5 seconds now. There it is, the long shot there into no man's land, but Australia did not turn the ball over. Great work there from the Australian camp. Good thinking, good tactics there, not to turn the ball over into the German striking zone. Klee, first line of defence there, putting the pressure on. A wall there of green and gold there, not letting Germany into the cage area. Marusek's on it, battling hard, bit of a stumble there, he stays on his feet. Good work from the Australian. Dribbling around the German players, putting the pressure on big time. Only got the 10 seconds, and clock will be winding down. Oh, Hurley bursting through for the intercept. There's the opportunity. Needs to pass out to the man who's in front of the cage for Australia. There's Klee setting up for the play. He's covered by the German player. Hurley having to go back. 5 seconds now of the line. Complies. Marusek again on the wrong side. Now the correct side. Klee right off the big bomber. Couldn't get a good stick on it. Klee, unfortunately, he is known for dropping that big one in. But Germany has it now. Australia setting themselves in defence. Germany having a bit of a look in. Hurley blocking them out. There's the slap shot there. Interference there from Hurley once more. Marusek's in front. There's the 1-2. We saw a Cook angry with himself. Having a look at your screens now, we are seeing it. There's the German onslaught. He's looking for the man play. We're seeing there in the distance. There he is coming into shot now, and the 1-2 into the cage. Regulation play, and Australia have been doing these drills also and have been very, very successful at it. Australia just need to set themselves, get that in that same sort of situation. They're battling hard. It was always going to be a tough game. Boeham's on the ball now. Passing back to Marusek. Hurley assisting. Back to Boehm. 5 seconds over the line. Complies. Hurley bursting through. Bit of a fumble. Not receiving cleanly. Still has possession. Klee intercepting. Going to get timed out possibly on the clock. There it is on the referee's whistle. Germany putting a bit extra pressure on the Australians to keep them into the defensive zone, and has paid dividends momentarily for the Germans, timing them out. Or in play once more. Klee first line, followed up by Marusek. Boehm, Hurley throwing a stick in the air, hopefully to block it out of the way so Glass doesn't has to work in the cage. There it is, Boehm. Turn behind the cage, shoving it off to Hurley. Hurley having a look. Germany intercepts on the pass to Klee down the barrier. Germany having a bit of a look in. There's no opportunity there for Germany. Glass doing a great job there, and Hurley in assistance. Germany bursting through in front of the cage. Couldn't get a good stick on it. Australia doing the right job. Germany there. Hurley aggressive. Oh, opportunity there. Marusek in support. Backing into the cage now. Klee putting the pressure on with Hurley in a pair. There's the pass in front of the man in the cage for Germany. Australia upsetting the flow for Germany. There's the lift and tap. Is not on target. Deflected off the post. On the right side of the post this time for Australia. Australia being unlucky to get those deflections in the cage for Germany. Timed out there. And we're into the next timeout period. 12 minutes remaining on the clock. RHA TV. And you're on RHA TV, watching those images in your lounge room and around the world. Brought to you by Dream Australia, RHA and Josport. Australia in the defence at the moment. Maroney on the floor for Australia now. We saw some great action in the dying minutes of the first period with the youngsters on the floor. Great work here from the younger players from Australia. Germany stuck behind the cage. A man for Australia on the post. Reece Layton in the cage now. There's the try, the attempt at the 1-2. It's wide. Poblet picking it up. He's jammed in the corner. Germany giving a little bit of space to work. Just trying to get Australia to time out in the 10 seconds in the first possession. Germany has at the moment. Hurley putting the pressure on, does the great job there. Upsetting the German balance and coming into the cage. Stuck beyond the cage of the player on each post. Very important when Germany is behind the cage. When the German players on the floor at the moment, a little bit of moisture I expect. Tough, hot, humid conditions here, Rambler de Silla Stadium. Wide pass there's into no man's land. Poblet is coming in there and it's over the fence. Germany giving it away to Australia. Ball set in position there. Australia wanting to start play immediately. Referees have called it. Back here would like to start this position, please. There's the whistle. Unfortunately, passed in German hands there. Maroney on the floor there in defence. Pobler just battling, desperate. Both players going to the floor. Referee's whistle has been blown, going Germany's way. Germany on the ball already, charging in. There's the slap shot. Layton in the cage for Australia, bouncing up into the air off the pads, and it's behind the barrier. Ball being dropped into position there. We're just having a look on the screens there, the replay of that last couple of seconds of play there. Lots of pressure on there from the Australian camp. Both players going to the floor there. Australia, do or die. There's the pass to 1-2. Are they going to be successful? No. Layton doing a great job there. Poblet's on the charge now there. Maroney's in support in the forward area. Unfortunately, not able to keep control. Germany turned it round. Hurley, Boehm in defence. Layton, great work from Layton from the Australian keeper. Hurley, intercepted by Germany. Germany up against the barrier. Australia resetting. Or trying to lift and tap there. Layton doing a great job, keeping it out, keeping a very, very sharp eye on the ball. Poblet is jammed there. He's got two black in front of him. Referee's whistle has seen something there. And we have another timeout period.
Hola, soc en Ferran, soc de Vic, vaig jugar a Austràlia fa 4 anys enrere i estic aquí a veure aquesta gran família i apoyar-los perquè guanyin tots els partits que els esperen a la següent competició.
RHA TV, and we'd like to thank our supporting partners to bring the stream to you with Drew Media Australia. Ecamm Live video production software for Mac, K-Tech, tough, durable, soft Solid travel bags. I keep saying, just roll. My production manager's giving me a hard time here. K-Tech, thank you so much for your support. Poblet on the ball now, charging down the barrier, trying to keep on top of it. Germany's just picking up on that one, rips off the bomber. Leighton doing a great job there for Australia. Ball drifting into no man's land. Poblet in chase. Just putting early pressure on the Germans. Germans are coming back with a little bit of extra vitality at the moment. Moroni just having a bit of a physical match there with one of the German players. Germany stuck behind the cage. Australia on each post at the moment. Great work, Moroni. There's the pass to Hurley. What's he going to do? There's the long pass along the barrier to Poblet. Looking for Hurley bursting into the cage. Couldn't get a good pass, unfortunately. Germany is leaving Boehm on his own with Leighton in the cage. Australia resetting themselves in defence, now coming all back into position. A full-strength defensive team, Australia now. There's the pass to the man, who's too wide, too deep for Germany. In the air, deflected off the strick. Still Germany's ball, having a little bit of flick shot at the cage. Leighton doing a great job there. Poblet on the ball is looking for Hurley in support. Moroni coming through as well. There it is, there's the pass. Moroni dropping into the cage there, kept out by the German keeper. There's a rebound. Boehm's in defence at the moment. Last line, he's taking it. Poblet coming in now. Moroni into the fray. Hurley also in defence now. Australia reset. Germany slash at the cage. Leighton, nice little deflecting move there. The wax on, wax off. The wax off, I think that one was. Ball going over the barrier.
What's the wax on?
Germany start the play once more from the corner. Passing back up across the opposite side. Germany resetting themselves here. There's the backhand slap shot, kept out by Poblet, shin pads. Rebound picked up by Germany once more in the corner. Poblet putting the pressure on. There is a long pass. Poblet's going down to chase. He's not going to allow Germany to have an easy time. Timed out on the referee's whistle. 10 seconds over the line. As I stand corrected, that was 5 seconds. Germany already having possession of the ball. They only get 5 seconds to get it back over into the attacking zone. Australian camp starting to get a little bit more vocal there now. And thank you so much for the Australian supporters that have come to this game in Barcelona. Rambla de Sella Stadium, San Cugat. Australia to start play once more. Hurley, Boehm, Moroni, Poblet running through. Drops the bomber head, not a strong shot, unfortunately, couldn't get a good stick. Australia still on the ball. Poblet once more. Blind turn. Nice work there. Tries to have one-handed stick to pass it off the Boehm. Too much interference from the black shirts. Along the barrier. Passing back now. Hurley standing strong. Just providing that defence there. Tried to get it between the legs. Is wide of the cage. Germany having to reset them. Taking a bit of extra time now, because the Australian defence has been good. There's the big bomber, deflected off the stick of Poblet. Picked up by Boehm. Rebound off the wall to Poblet once more from Boehm. Poblet having a charge in. Oh, there is the opportunity there. Hurley having a swipe at it. Couldn't quite connect. Poblet up against the barrier. Australia desperate to get on the scoreboard. Oh, he's very physical. So physical, in fact, that the referee has called Australia with Poblet throwing the stick to the floor. He's looking for a little bit more on that one. Australia to start play. Moroni's taking it. Poblet deep in the corner there to receive the pass. And you can see Boehm's just in front of us here at the moment on the centre line. The play could be Moroni, Poblet. And if Poblet can't find a way through, it'll be back to Boehm on that centre line for Australia to reset the attack. Referees just having a little bit of a discussion here with Geordie Poblet on possibly the technicalities of what's required here and what can I do, what can't I do. Always conferring with the referees to make sure we've got this right. The other referee is indicating there a little bit of a smile between the referee and the German player there. The first referee taking a few notes there. Moroni still set in the corner to start play. Boehm having a bit of a chat there to one of the German players just off screen, coming into your shot right now. And a bit of a discussion there with the referees, so I'm not sure what's going on here. The Australians are now asking the questions. Hurley there also having a bit of a chat to the other referee on the floor. Still more discussion going on. Stop-start game, so the clock is not running down at all at the moment. There's the whistle. Moroni starts play. Boehm jammed in the corner. He's got two Germans on him at the moment. Trying to get the pass out, unsuccessful. It's Germany's ball at the moment. Hurley, Moroni in defence at the moment. Rest of the team coming back. Boehm's got the speed, but unfortunately the German player is there in front. Passing off, Boehm coming back into position now. Only 3 players on the floor for Australia at the moment. I'm not exactly sure there. We'll be looking for an adjudication at some later stage to see what's happened there, but we are one man short at the moment on the floor here. Ramla de Sella Stadium on RHA TV. We didn't see a blue card being produced by the referees, but there obviously has been some sort of adjudication. Australia now have a tough few minutes ahead of them at this stage. Boehm as Moroni. Boehm just taking it to the man. Unfortunately, he's hooked up and caught up, can't get away. Hurley in front at the moment, and there is that shot coming from Germany straight into the cage on RHA TV. You're watching RHA TV, brought to you by Drew Media Australia in association with Roller Hockey Australia, Josh Sport, and you're seeing Bevan Hurley taking the floor at the moment. These images brought to you with the assistance of Ecamm Live and KTech. Cook on the ball at the moment, gets around the player, tries the deflection against the barrier. Unfortunately, there's another German player in there to help his teammate out. Cook having to battle hard, falling back into the defensive positions now. Australia, 4 floor players back on the floor now. Cleese on the floor for now for Australia. Sponsor Australian Teacher Corner at atc.com.au. But it's Cook, it's Clee, it's the youngsters on the floor at the moment, battling out. Boehm helping out just in front of the cage. We're seeing Leighton in the cage for Australia. Hurley. The nice deflection, there's no man's land. It's going to be a race to the barrier. Hurley throwing himself physically at it. Tries to pass to himself between the legs. Oh, it's referees have seen it, Clee. The chair squad for Australia is asking the question of the referees. Cook passes back to Boehm, 5 seconds to get back over the line. Complies. There's the pass, it's wide to Clee. Picked up by Germany. Hurley trying his best behind the cage. Rolling back into position. There's the slap shot there. Kept out by the shin pad to Boehm. Boehm desperate, trying to keep control. He maintains it now. He's on top of. There's the tap. Oh, there's another opportunity there. There's the one-handed shot at the cage. German keeper keeping it out. Running. Germany's got the run at the moment. Oh, Clee getting physical. The referees have seen it clean. The cheer squad's going crazy. Late whistle from the referee. Taking a second to deliberate on that one and just have another look at that one. What are we seeing here? Clee in absolute desperation against their ball, throwing himself at the game. Mr. Hurley doing the job. The Mopper boys coming out on the floor at the moment. Players going down to the floor. We'll be providing some extra moisture here, which the players do not need. On the whistle now. Clear to start play. Clear swapping with Hurley. Referees have called it back. And we're off. Boehm. Now looking for that long pass to Cook. There it is. Cook to Boehm once more over the line. Good working, but trying to get between the two players. Clee's on the charge now. What's he going to do? Good technical player, good physical player as well. But Hurley, the big strong man, coming through. Battling it hard against the barrier. Cook coming in. Great work from the Cook. Clee, what's he going to do? And we need the big bomber from him. What's he going to come up with? He's looking for his teammate, Cook. Lots of experience together, Clee and Cook. Hurley into the fray as well. Hurley doing a great job there, keeping the Germans out. Back to Bowen once more on the opposite side. Over the line just. Germany stealing it away. Hurley coming back into position now. Good songs, fast player Hurley. Getting back into defensive positions quickly as well as putting the pressure on. Australia resetting themselves. Germany trying the backhander. It's off the shin pads of Cook. He's got it at the moment. He's looking for a teammate to play with. Clee going forward, but it's Bowen at the moment on the back pass. Hurley picking it up over the line. Unfortunately, had to comply with the 5 seconds, but Germany have picked it up. Germany trying the 1-2. It's a bit of a swish, doing a bit of fly swatting from Germany there. There's pass man onto the side of the cage. Bowen in defence. Wasn't able to get the 1-2 on for Germany. Bowen still up against the barrier at the moment, coming out. Hurley in assistance. There's the pass to Clee. Picked it up cleanly. Trying to pass down the wall, unfortunately. Couldn't get it through. Australia setting themselves again wide of the cage on that slap shot. Clee in the corner, putting the pressure on the Germans. Germans having to go back. German player looking at the clock. Yes, there is 3 minutes remaining in the second period. Germany behind the cage. They'll be looking to try and run the clock down. There was the pass of the man skating through. Didn't pay off for them. Good defence from Australia. Clee has it at the moment. Clee, Cook combination. What are we going to do? Oh, unfortunately. Cook not quite in front of his player there to receive. Germany having the run. Throwing the 1-2. Great work from Bowen to steal it away. Skating down the line. He's got 10 seconds. Complies. Passes to Clee running through in the other way. 5 seconds now. Interference from Germany. Clee putting the pressure on. Can't touch the ball. He's on his knees. Back on his feet again. Clee once more in the corner to Bowen. Bowen coming out on the run. Germany putting the pressure on. Germany losing a bit of balance there at the moment. Unfortunately, on the referee's whistle, going Germany's way. Ball set in position according to the referee's preferences. Ball in play once more. Leighton keeping it out. Germany having a bit of a flick stick at one-handed. No joy for them. Fernandez on the floor now. Bowen coming down here. Germany giving a little bit of extra space. Deflected off the stick of Germany. There's a race. Cook, Germany. Cook electing to take the defensive move and timed out from Germany on the 5-second rule. Referee asking for the ball to be brought back here, please, before Australia can start play once more. Long pass to Clee, unfortunately, bouncing across the floor. Not allowed to trap it. Fernandez picking it up in the corner for Australia, battling his way out. Referees have seen something here. The whistle has been blown. Germany to take the ball from the rear corner of the penalty area. On the whistle. Germany's moving in. Coming out from behind the cage now. Australia set in defensive positions. Germany slashing across the floor. No one there to pick up, but it's Cook that's on the charge now. Cook doing a great job there, getting a lot of possession time at the moment for Australia. Doing the hard work. Clee having a flick in at the last second. The Australian camp going up in the grandstand. Germany has it now, coming in. There's the man on the side of the cage looking for the 1-2. Oh, great work there from Fernandez and Leighton. Keep it out. Fernandez trying to pass down the line. No joy there, deflected off the stick. Marusak coming back on now. Clee, Cook. I correct myself. Cook, Clee combination. A great combination on the floor for Australia. Germany resetting themselves. Australia in defensive positions now. Marusak on the floor now for Australia. Long pass to Germany, hoping they would find some open space off the shin pads of Cook. It's anybody's ball at the moment. Marusak had a touch. Germany having a slash. Leighton doing great work there in the cage. Clee having a slash to Fernandez. Great work there. Long pass to Marusak coming through. He's over the line. It's in Australia's attacking zone now. There was the pass to Cook. The 1-2. Oh, they tried to set it up. Clee coming into the fray now. It's anybody's ball at the moment. Clee hooking it through. Anybody's ball. Clee turning around now, having a look, providing that last line of defence there. Trying the 1-2. Leighton, great work under the pads. Wow, have they seen it? Referee has said face off. 10 seconds there. Fernandez to take it for Australia. Fernandez winning out on top. Leighton putting a stick on it. Marusak, long pass to Clee. There was a pass back. Marusak wasn't quite in the right spot. Picked up by Germany. Fernandez in defence. Germany doing the 1-2, dummying the slap shot. Doesn't pay off. Marusak coming out of the corner. Fernandez is there to help out. There's the deflective shot off the barrier at the moment. Fernandez still battling. Australia timed out on the referee's whistle. Ball to be brought back. Germany on it. Marusak right in front. Cook coming into play. Clee there doing his job there. Fernandez assisting the keeper. Reece Leighton in the cage. There's the pass to the man in front for Germany. Germany resetting themselves again for the attack. Australia, a great defence at the moment. Oh, great work there from Leighton and the Australian team. Oh, a little bit of overbalancing there from Clee. And that is full time. Great work from the Australian camp. It was always going to be a tough game. But thank you so much for watching this broadcast, Australia versus Germany, RHA TV. And we'll see you in the next round, Australia versus Brazil.